Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of appropriate ages, YouTube proudly brings to you its long-awaited premier nerd video channel, Black Nerd Rises, and I am your host, Bone Crusher, Destroyer of our Earthquake, the Juggernaut! And just in case you haven't paid attention to Hollywood's horrible attempts at making paydays on the genre with their lackluster movie adaptations, anime is blowing up. The once niche media medium that only those weird kids with dorky glasses, pocket protectors, braces, and inhalers could enjoy while living in their mother's basement is slowly but surely being accepted by mainstream audiences. And while some of us, I'm some of us, aren't too thrilled about everyone and their granny hyping up something I thought was the shit since I was literally 5 years old, it's probably for the best, for the most part. With more people taking note and falling in love with anime, we get more serious and better quality shows since more money's getting poured in the studios. Yeah, Hollywood is gonna keep pumping out shitty movie versions in order to suckle the tit of the cash cow. But when someone's favorite mainstream actress with a banging body wears a skin-tight outfit for this Japanese cartoon movie, they're still gonna see it. And that's our chance as fans to correct them and say the anime was better. And the manga will make your... Well, just say the manga is usually just as good or better than the anime. Tell them that. So with that all being said, I want to talk about the monumental rise of this beautiful genre, from cult to culture. The early days. Way back when the mouse was running the house, fun little cartoons were also being made across the pond in the land of the rising sun. While there is a short 50-frame, 3-second long clip called Katsuro Sashin that was recently discovered and is thought to have been created somewhere around 1907, it was most likely only shown in households as a little form of entertainment. Both public broadcaster NHK and the Freaking Association of Japanese Animation celebrated anime's 100-year anniversary back in 2017. So this is just where we're going to say it all began. Well, both the title of this flick and when exactly it came out is hotly contested, and Japan itself officially considers the birth of anime to have happened in 1917 with the short-length motion picture Dekibo Shingacho Mian no Shippai by Hekiten Shimakawa being the first instance. Check out AnimeNext100.jp if you don't believe me. Following that title and author I'm not gonna butcher again, the animated adaptation of Urashima Taro in 1918 came next and is considered one of the first films. Momotaro's Sacred Sailors in 1945 is the first feature-length animated movie from Japan, which is a sequel to the almost feature-length animated movie Momotaro no Umuwashi, but both of them were kinda labeled propaganda. Hakujaden from 1958, the first animated feature film in color, is widely considered the first anime by modern standards, but Otogi Manga Calendar was the first animated series to be produced and televised. With following next, a little title y'all might actually recognize though, the OG Astro Boy. Created first as a manga in 1952 by manga Otosan, manga godfather, god of manga, and a man so legendary he's considered the Walt Disney of Japan, Osamu Tezuka, Astro Boy is what started the fuse to the bomb.com anime was to become. When Mighty Atom, Astro Boy's Japanese name, came out in 1963, it became a massive mainstream hit, and many credit anime's beginning success to this classic series. Many shows following took cues from Astro Boy, especially its robot themes. Now while I could talk forever about anime's start, especially about Tezuka's Kimba the White Lion, which Disney straight up bit the Lion King from. No lie, look it up. I don't have time to go into detail now, but check the stats. Got a lot of other stuff to cover. Mainstream success and on to the West. Fast forward to the 1970s and the anime fuse in Japan was about ready to go. Shows like Tomorrow's Joe, the precursor to Megalobox, and began a movement. Other countries like Italy, Spain, and France were like, what the hell is going on over there, and checking out anime themselves. Then came Mecha. Look, I might not mess with the mecha genre, but it's undeniable that Space Battleship Yamamoto and Mobile Suit Gundam put anime even more on the map. What followed was space operas due to the success of Star Wars. Yamamoto and Gundam both got movies, and then came a little series known as Macross, which us English speakers might know as Robotech. Then, oh then, came one of the most influential anime of all time by a man whose name is still synonymous with greatness. Nasaka the Valley of the Wind by Hayao Miyazaki. Miyazaki and his homeboy Isao Takahata teamed up to create Studio Ghibli in 1985 and dropped Lapita, Castle in the Sky. Studio Ghibli would go on to create a lot of amazing titles, and everybody watching this video better have seen at least one. If you haven't, stop watching this video and look one up, then come back. I'll wait. Nah, for real. Spirited Away, Grave of Fireflies, My Neighbor Totoro, Princess Mononoke, House Moving Castle, my personal favorite Kiki's Delivery Service.
Focus!
Go culture yourself. The 80s also gave us a little show known as Dragon Ball, and man was it big. Akira Toriyama's Dragon Ball put Shonen on the map, and his main protagonist Goku was still celebrated today. He even got a float in the Macy's Day Parade. The 1990s saw anime begin to make a rise here in the West, with our Saturday mornings being filled with shows like Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, Cardcaptor Sakura, and Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lois, this is not my Batman glass.
Yeah, I doubt you saw Evangelion on your Saturday morning WB block, but its deconstruction of the mecha genre, along with the psychological and dark themes, showed adults anime, like tricks, ain't just for kids. And don't let me forget about one of the biggest cultural hits.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
Pokemon is still airing today with new games coming out every year, despite PETA being on that Drake shit.
I'm upset.
Ash ain't never about to grow up, and we cool with that. Pokemon Go came out and the world was the closest it's ever been to world peace, and getting us fat kids in shape by hopping fences just to find a Squirtle and biking 5 miles to hatch an egg that only gives us a Pidgey. Stupid mother. The 2000s. By the late 1990s, everybody was jocking anime. Shit, even the hood started to love it. And then, Toonami dropped. With shows like my personal favorite Cowboy Bebop, Tenchi Muyo, Outlaw Star, Gundam Wing, and Trigun, kids was racing home after school to watch anime. Teenagers would be like, yo, you about to catch these hands? After Dragon Ball Z though. Adults even began to be able to get in on the mix with late night programs like Serial Experiments Lane, Paranoia Agent, and Gantz. What followed was the anime war people still argue about today. Succeeding Dragon Ball Z was the big three: Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. All shown in anime today are compared to and try to live up to these series. I'm not about to jump into this argument about who's the best and where F One Piece, but the popularity of these three shows really put a cherry on top of the mushroom cloud of a boom that anime was to become. During this time, anime films were starting to be recognized by film awards as well, and Miyazaki, yeah, he back, won the Golden Bear at the Berlin International Film Festival and the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature with Spirited Away in 2002. America once again got to biting, and we came out with our own anime-influenced shows like Avatar: The Last Airbender, Samurai Jack, Teen Titans, and Boondocks. Remember people, not anime. Well, I can go into more and more series like Full Metal Alchemist, Haruhi, Death Note, and Fairy Tail, which helps solidify that this was definitely a thing now in the 2000s. I want to save some time for what anime has become today. Present day. When you look back at the last 10 years of anime with shows such as Attack on Titan, One Punch Man, Boku no Hero Academia, and Puella Magi Madoka Magica, and movies like Silent Voice and Your Name, anime might be having its golden age. Unless you consider that it happened in the 80s, or the late 90s, or the early 2000s. Either way, the future is bright. Streaming services like Amazon, Crunchyroll, and Hulu fight for seasonal anime because of how large an audience wants to see the shows. And they can now simulcast them so we can see them right after they air in Japan. Unless you're watching on Netflix, because they be trying to have a brother wait until the season is over before they upload. And no, ain't nobody got time for that. Anime is now at a point where there are literally dozens of shows coming out every season. So many so that people who make a living watching these shows still can't keep up. I'm not there yet, but I still have to browse seasonal anime lists like AniChart in order to pick 10 out of the 31, yes, there are literally 31 full-length anime, not counting shorts, coming out the season this video is dropped, that I'm going to try to be faithful to and watch. As a kid growing up and watching these cartoons from across the oceans with subjects I could only dream of, I could never have imagined things would have turned out like this.
You didn't see that coming?
She even racing home after school to catch the end of Toonami show, or having my mom record them on VHS so I could watch them later. I could never have fathomed how big of a hit anime was to become. I hate that people are jumping on the ride so late and trying to talk all big like this has been life for them. But unless something happens to our golden anime laying goose, I don't see this train stopping anytime soon. And trust, at the end of the day, I'm alright with that. I'ma ride this rise till I can't no more. A black nerd, out. Oh, crap. Hello?
Hey, it's your YT representative. Again.
What's up?
We'd rather not spend our resources calling you to make sure you say the thing.
Okay. My bad. I'm sorry. I got it.
Happy recording.
Thanks. Yo, y'all, man, I really got to stop getting these calls, man. Make sure that y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. You know, all that good stuff, man. Holla at your boy. Deuces.